Hi, welcome back to Golden Hour Thoughts, the podcast where we slow down, reflect, and let the dreams do the talking. So, this week really said, "Oh, you think you've seen chaos? Try again." Honestly, it felt like I was in some kind of cosmic endurance test, except I didn't sign up for it. Like, I genuinely don't remember checking the test my patient's daily box when I signed my work contract. And yet, here we are. It all started as a slow burn. You know, that feeling when you know something's off, but you try to power through. One task becomes 10. One weird day becomes a whole theme. And somehow, I ended up in the middle of a week where I was constantly picking up the pieces of everyone else's irresponsibility, including the night I found out someone just decided not to show up the next morning. Casual, no big deal. Except, of course, it was. Because suddenly, I had to reorganize everything, bend over backwards, and pay the price for someone else's choice. And let me tell you, I wasn't paid extra for that emotional trauma. And in that moment, standing there thinking, wow, I guess sleep is optional now, I realized something. This is not it. This is not the life I ordered. Because let's be honest, no amount of money justifies living in a permanent state of whose mess is it today? Especially not when you're doing a job that's not your passion, not your purpose, not even something you can pretend to like with a fake smile and strong coffee. And here's the thing. I've broken down because I, like most people, always enter new jobs thinking, this one might be different. Spoiler alert, it's not. Especially when the structure, the way of working, and the chaos are exactly the same, just wearing a different logo. But something happens this week. The frustration became clarity. I looked at the pattern and constant patching up, the emotional labor, the disappointment, and I just unplugged emotionally. Not in a numb way, but in a I'm done trying to fix this kind of way. Because that's how I function. Once I spot a repeating pattern that's not serving me, I don't fight it, I simply detach. And this week, my detachment game hit its peak. Before, I still had hope. Maybe if this person leaves, maybe if this gets resolved. Now, nah, it's not the people. It's the entire system. And I'm not the system repair technician. So, where does that leave me? Weirdly, calm. Like, nothing left to prove calm. Because now I know what I don't want. I'm clearer than ever on what I do want. And that clarity, that's the gold. That's what keeps me going when I'm knee-deep in spreadsheets and silent rage. That's what tells me, hey, this isn't your forever. This is your fuel. And for anyone listening who is in their own version of this mess, maybe it's your job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's just the way your life feels right now. Here's my one piece of advice. Stick with the discomfort just long enough to figure out exactly what you want. Don't rush to escape just because it's hard. Stay long enough to become certain. Because once you're sure, once you know for a fact that, nope, this is not for me, you become unstoppable. You won't argue with people about your worth anymore. You won't debate whether it's too risky to want something different. You'll just move with quiet certainty, and honestly, nothing feels better than that. So, yeah, this week tested me, but more importantly, it confirmed me. This is definitely not the life I ordered, and that's exactly why I won't be staying in this restaurant much longer. Thanks for being here with me tonight. I'm really glad you are. Until next time, keep dreaming.